Say what's cracking, YouTube. It's your boy 16 to life, and I'm back like I'm on a parole violation. Yard down. Welcome to my animated prison stories. For those of y'all new to my page, in 1994 I got arrested. I was eventually sentenced to 16 years plus life, and I served 24 years straight in the California prison system. During those times I accumulated some good stories, and I got them animated. So let's get into one right now. This story takes place around 1995. I was in the Riverside County Jail in Tank 3B. I was sitting at the card table playing cards, and I told the fellas I was gonna head to the vending machine. Back then, they had vending machines that sold stuff like chips, candy, honey bun, toothpaste, soap, razors, etc. And the other one sold soft drinks. After I got me something to drink, I was walking back to the card table and happened to glance up in the cell. There was a white dude who was sitting in there drawing with the door cracked. He had made him a hat out of newspaper, and he had white writing paper around it. The hat resembled something that would be worn by members of the Ku Klux Klan. He also had a white bed sheet wrapped around his shoulders. So I said to myself, hell no, I'm about to whoop this dude's ass. I walked back to the card table. It was an old man by the name of Pops who was about 65 with a gray beard. It was a dude by the name of Rock who was about 30. He was muscle bound and he stuttered. And it was another young dude. After I told him I was fit to whoop the dude's ass, that's when Pop spoke up. He said, hell no, chill. Don't do nothing like that. You about to start a whole bunch of racial shit. If that dude keep tripping, just drop a kite on his ass. That's when I started laughing and told Pops I didn't get down like that. I told Rock that I wanted him to come over with me and just post up by the door and don't let nobody else up in there. That's when Pop spoke up again. He said, come on now, chill. I'm not cool with this shit. Come on, chill, cool out. But that's when Rock spoke up and he said, don't worry, Pops. We got this. That's when he looked at me and said, chill, let's go. So we got up and we walked over to the cell. I snatched the door open and slid up in there. That's when the white dude looked up at me and said, hey dude, what the fuck are you doing, man? I walked over to him and I said, hey, what's up with this stupid ass hat you got on? And I reached up and slapped it off his head. Blam! When I did that, he stood up and threw the pen he was writing with, and it hit me in the chest. Soon as the pen hit me in the chest, I got off on him, gave him a cold three-piece. Boop, bop, boop, bop. I hit him with that three-piece and he curled right up and fell to the ground. When he fell to the ground, I lifted my leg up and kicked him hard in the back like I was David Beckham. Then I started talking stuff and I walked up out of the cell. That's when Rock said, yeah, that's what his punk ass get. We walked back over there to the table. About a minute later, the white dude walked up out of the cell and walked over there and started talking to the other white dudes. Every now and then, they would glance over there and he would point at me. After about 2 minutes of talking, a white dude came close to us and he called Rock. Him and Rock walked to the middle of the day room and they had a powwow for about 2 or 3 minutes. That's when Rock walked back over to me and said, chill, they don't like what happened. They want you and him to fight again. I said, oh man, I ain't tripping, it's whatever. I looked up and the white dude was walking back in his cell. So I walked back over there. When I went in there, he was like way in the back of the cell. I could tell he didn't really want to fight, and that three-piece that I gave him was still fresh on his mind. But of course, the other white dude said he couldn't let nobody black punch on him like that, and so he had to fight. So when I rushed him, he threw like a wild haymaker. I could tell he couldn't fight a bit. I just kind of sidestepped it and hopped right back on him. Boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, bop. Mixing him. He curled right up again, but this time he didn't go to the ground. As I'm in there on his head, boop, bop, boop, bop. I could tell that some white dudes had gathered around the door and they was like, get him, bro. Yeah, bro, get him, get him. I could also hear Rock in the background with his stuttering ass saying, get him, chill. And I was on the white dude. Boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, bop. Now, I guess by it being so many people by the door, the guard who was working up in there happened to look and see and realize somebody was fighting. So then he came over the intercom telling everybody to get down, lock it up, get down, lock it up, go back to your cell. So I'm still on the white dude though. Beep, boop, bop, beep, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, bop. I'm mixing him. I'm not giving him a break. Then he tried to turn around, and at some point I grabbed him in a headlock, and now I'm just punching his face, giving him hard rights. Mop, mop, boop, mop. I'm just busting him up. All of a sudden, I hear the guards run up in there and say, get down, get down, get down. So that's when we laid down. They didn't mace us or nothing. They just got us up, handcuffed us, and walked us up out of there. And I never seen the white dude again. Word on the streets is I beat his ass so bad over them sheets, he won't go within a 2 miles radius of a Macy's, Kohl's, and especially a Bed Bath & Beyond. You already know what it is. It's your boy 16 to life. Resume normal program.